Stop walking around feeling like you lost everything because you broke up with your ex, especially if they walked away from you. You lost nothing. Trust me. If anything, you gained way more than you ever could have lost. I know that's hard to embrace, especially if you had deep feelings with this person. You guys were together for years, all the stuff. But that feeling of loss you have is really your attachment system trying to reach out for what is not there in front of your face right now, right? But trust me, you've gained so much more in this process if you choose to look at what you are actually gaining. Because it probably feels like you lost that sense of reassurance that you have someone and that you're loved by somebody. It feels like you lost that person that made sure you knew you were special, right? It feels like you lost the companion that helps you be happy and you guys share all these amazing memories with, right? That's what it feels like. And some aspects of the tangibles to that are accurate. But here's the thing. What you've actually gained instead of lost is the awareness of what you actually appreciate in a relationship and what you actually need to feel like you're getting what you require to be happy in a relationship. And what you're also gaining the awareness of is the exact areas in your life that need your attention so that you can fill your glass back up to be whole and complete. What you've gained is knowledge on where you went wrong in that relationship, whether it was the person you chose to pick and not vetting them properly and you wound up getting bad results with that person for doing unhealthy things, or learning the turns that you went wrong in that produced the result that you got. Either way, you just got the biggest and best building blocks to make yourself that 3.0 version, that better you moving forward. Why am I talking about all these things being so much of a gain and why it's the biggest benefit for you instead of something you've lost? It's because when I was in the same position that you're probably in right now, back when I went through my breakups and where I left someone and I was left, I went through both sides of the tracks, right? I couldn't see it back then, but I gained so much out of those experiences, right? I thought I was losing so much back then because I was thinking within scarcity mentality, right? I wasn't thinking in abundance with how much I stand to gain from that experience and what it was going to do for me going forward. I was so focused on what was not the reality anymore, what I was so locked into, what I believe was supposed to be set for the rest of my life with this person is no longer the new reality. It's not the future any longer. So now my future comes crashing down. I've lost it all. It's all gone. But then I realized something. Yeah, that future is gone. But what if there's a better future that was out there for me, bigger, better, and more vibrant than that reality I thought was supposed to be my future? What if that was blocking me from the reality that really is the one that's going to put me over the mountain? And then what did I start doing? I started looking at all those relationship failures, if you want to call them that, right? And I started turning them from failures into the growth and learning lessons that they actually were for me. Because see, I swore I was with the one each time I was in those relationships. I swore I was the best version of me and she was the best person and we were just having this great relationship. I swore those things until things derailed and I realized, oh, things weren't so perfect. Here's where I was going wrong in there. Here's where they were showing up in a way that didn't work for me and I didn't catch it, right? I started doing the biggest and best self-reflection to see where I had these misses or where I could tweak something to improve my results going forward. And when I stopped focusing so much on what I felt I was losing, right? What I had to let go of and stop focusing all my brain energy towards that ex, right? And just living in the memories and all the things, the reminiscing that I was doing, right? And I started looking at, okay, well, how do I take my learning lesson in that and improve me? Oh, the ball game changed. So I stopped being them focused and started being me focused and started figuring out first, how do I reproduce the experience I was having with this person on my own? When I started doing that, then I started falling in love with me again. Falling in love with me again, now I started living life in a more vibrant way. But what was happening all along that way? I was becoming a better version of me. And whenever I became that better version of me, out of nowhere, smacked me like a ton of bricks. The best partner I ever had in my life showed up. Never thought that was possible. A partner that was a better fit for me than any woman I've ever been with in my past. And then that's when I got it. That's when I realized I spent all that time focusing and harping over what I felt I was losing and, wanting to fight for it and hold on to it. And I was blocking myself and derailing myself from the opportunity to have the best partner I never knew existed for me out there. So hear me when I tell you this. I know you going through that painful breakup right now feels like you lost everything, lost your world. And a part of that's true. You did. You lost a world that was never meant to be your ending, right? It was never meant to be your final destination. That's a world that was good enough for who you are currently, where you're currently at, but not who the best version of you is built to have and what you're built and deserving to have in the future. Because I promise you, once you stop focusing on what you feel you're letting go of and look at what you're gaining knowledge-wise, information-wise, lesson-wise, and you apply it to yourself, you take action to work in the things you're learning to make the adjustments, you have a so much better, brighter future and amazing relationship waiting for you when you're ready to receive it. So stop sitting around lying to yourself, telling yourself, oh, you screwed up so bad and lost the best thing that happened to you. Or, oh my gosh, all this time I spent was wasted investing in this person. No, you were learning your biggest building blocks for that amazing kick-ass version of yourself that you are bound to be if you put the work into what you're going to build on top of versus looking at what is not there any longer. And if you need help going on that journey, like I've done for so many people, like I've done in my own life, DM me coaching and we will get to work if you're ready to put the work in. Let's get it.